You really need to know this information if you're going through perimenopause or menopause. This will absolutely change your life by knowing the direction you need to go to balance your hormones. Hi, my name is Claire. I'm a clinical nutritionist. Please follow my channel, like this video, and also if you find it really valuable, please save it so you can reflect back on it. So today I am talking about the Dutch test. This is the creme de la creme of testing your hormones, your cortisol level, and also your melatonin as well. I absolutely love this test, and it really is essential, I feel, for moving forward, reducing your symptoms, knowing where you are at, and creating your optimum life during this phase of your life. So this test tests for cortisol levels, melatonin, which affects cortisol of course, androgens like testosterone, DHEA, which is important if you're suffering from hair loss, and I've got another video that I'll put in my description all about that, estrogen, progesterone, and DHEA, which I think I just said. Oh look, memory loss during menopause. But anyway, so the Dutch test is excellent for that. It is really simple to do, and you will receive this test either through the post if you're going direct, otherwise from your naturopath or nutritionist. So one of the main things you need to know before you start is your cycle. So day one of your cycle starts when you get your period, and this test needs to be done between the days of 19 and day 22. So I say day 20 is when you would be doing this test. If you have an extra long cycle or a short cycle, you are either going to add or subtract those days, and then you will get the day that you need to do it. So for example, if you had a 25-day cycle, you are going to subtract from day 20 3 days, and then you're going to do this test on day 17. But it's all written at the top here in very easy language on what you need to know. But you need to know your cycle. There are great apps online. Go and get one of those apps and start monitoring your cycle. That is the key before you start this test, very important. Also on the first page here, it gives you information what you need to know if you, for example, are taking oral estrogen. If you're on HRT, you're going to need to do some things there. Either it says you need to, for example, do not take oral DHEA 24 hours before you take the test. So it's got a lot of information there. I'm not going to go through that, but you need to read those instructions. It also has down the bottom food and supplements that you need to restrict. For example, it says here avocados and bananas and fava beans. You can't have these 48 hours before the test, so you need to read that. So getting onto the test, so in that little box there, you're going to open this up, and it's going to have like this little brochure thing here, and in there you are going to have all the instructions plus these little lipness pieces of paper that you are going to put your urine on at specific times of the day and night. So I suggest getting a clean container to collect your urine in. I would sterilize it just by putting boiling water into that and leaving it for 10 minutes. And what you're going to do, I'm going to run through what you need to do to collect your urine, so you have sort of, you know what you're up for. It's pretty, it's really easy. So what you're going to do is you're going to limit your total fluid intake to 40 ounces. I need to look that up in mils on the day of testing. So that's really important. And of course, if you're in a 28-day cycle, what you're going to do is you're going to do this test on day 20. you're going to have no alcohol or no caffeine on this day. And I suggest having no caffeine or alcohol the day before either. So because it could still be in your bloodstream. And yeah. And then what you're going to do is at first sample, you're going to take at dinner time. And on the back of these cards, it's all color coded to the same as the color code on your sheet. And it's also written there. The first thing you do is you're going to fill out all these different ones with your name, with the date, with the day of your cycle. So you'd put like day 20 if you're doing it on day 20. And you're going to fill those all out before you start. And the first one you're going to find is the orange one, which is dinner time. So at approximately 5 p.m, I would stick to that time actually, you're going to take sample number 1. You're going to collect that in your container, and then you're going to open up this little thing, and it's got litmus paper in there, and you're going to, from the container, put urine onto this sample. So fully absorb that sample. You're then going to leave the sample out for 24 hours to dry, okay? And then after that 24 hours, you can then fold it up. Then you're going to continue on, and you're not going to have no fluids for 2 hours before sample 1, which was that first sample. You don't want any fluids, and sample 2, which is your bedtime sample at 10 p.m. So no fluids from 8 p.m. So at 10 p.m, you're going to take your second sample. You're going to look through these and see the purple one. It reads bedtime. Again, take your container, pee, put it over the litmus paper, leave it out for 24 hours for it to dry. You're then going to go to bed, and if you get up in the night, you can take an extra overnight sample. This is the blue sample here, but if you go and get up again in the night to pee, you're not going to get a sample of that second pee in the night. So only take it once. Then this is very important. When you wake up, like the moment you wake up, you want to collect the next sample, the waking rising sample. This is the green sample. Again, collect the urine, then put it in onto the litmus paper. Oh, and just a note, you want to clean that container in between urination, between samples, and you want to collect the sample within 10 minutes of waking. So the moment you come to, basically, you don't want to stay in bed and lollop around. You want to get up and get that sample the moment you wake up. So you're going to collect that sample, and that is sample 3. You're then going to, again, no alcohol, no caffeine, remember. You're going to then, 2 hours after waking, you're going to want to set your alarm for 2 hours after waking. You're going to collect your last sample, which is sample 4. And this is the turquoise sample. Again, clean container, collect the urine, put it over the litmus paper, saturate that, and collect that sample. Leave it out for 24 hours. I suggest that you set your alarm for 24 hours so it doesn't stay open for days. And then what you're going to do is you're going to fold up, once you've left these out for 24 hours and they're dry, you're going to fold them up and then put them back in the bag provided. And you're then going to send it off to the lab for analysis. So in this pouch here, which is tucked into the end, you've got all this paperwork. So actually, before you send it off, is that you're going to need to go through this paperwork. In my one, I've got the courier bag to send the sample in. I then have this one here is the information to complete the paperwork and also send the sample. So it gives you all the information you need for that. Then what do we have here? Okay, then we have, it says here, oh yeah, you're just going to tick what tests that you do. So this is like, because they do actually different Dutch tests. and you're going to put that in there. And there is a questionnaire to fill out as well. So you're going to want to fill out that questionnaire. But anyway, go through this paperwork. You need to fill it all out and send it in with your samples. So this is all going to go in together. And then you just wait for those results to come through. You can talk to a naturopath, your nutritionist, if you're going in that route. Otherwise, please follow my channel. I've got lots of information so that you can actually empower yourself to, if you came through with really low estrogen, for example, go and check out my video to increase your phytoestrogen foods. If you're low in progesterone and also estrogen, because progesterone, anyway, that also balances out estrogen. You want to go and check out my taking wild yam cream to increase that progesterone. So there's a lot of things that you can do to empower yourself on your own well-being journey. So anyway, please like this video, follow my channel, and if you have any questions, please put it in the comments. Follow me on TikTok. You can also comment there as well, and I will see you in the next video.